Hey guys, Comic Book Junkie here again, coming to you with my second part of my April haul, which I'll probably have a third part because I'm also picking up a few other books that aren't here yet. But first I want to give a contest update. Just a reminder, I am running a 100 subscription contest. You can see my video on that. So far, I have two entries, Kyle Rowe and Vintomania, so I want to thank them for submitting their entry. I mean, you have till the end of May. The last day of May is when I'll do the drawing, so still got plenty of time on that. So I'll get in my haul here, and then I want to tell you guys a little story of somebody I met the other day. So my first book here is Incarnate #1. It's signed, graded to 9.8. Now a little bit about this book. This is created by Nick Simmons, and apparently there's some type of litigation going on right now because apparently he stole some of the story from someone else, so they're not wanting them to make this book. But I got this book for $55 with shipping, and it's signed in 9.8, but the main reason that I got it is it's also signed by Gene Simmons, his dad, who, is a member of KISS and one of my favorite members of KISS, so I thought that alone made it worth it for me to get this book. I don't really know anything about the book. I read up a little bit about some of the issues with the creating it and stealing ideas from somebody allegedly. The cover looks pretty neat, but my main reason I got this was because it was signed by Gene Simmons. And my next whole lot of books is owed directly to Howler Mouse. A lot of you guys have been talking a lot about The Goon, and I mean, I saw this cover and I thought it was pretty awesome, but I was holding off on buying some of these books, but after watching his video on The Goon and why he reads it and how great it is, he pretty much made me twisted my arm, I guess, to get these books. I don't have a ton of them, but I did get one. This is all one auction. This is the first one from Dark Horse. I don't have the older ones yet, but I got #1, which appears there's a little tiny tick here on the corner. And other than that, this thing looks great. I got #2. I love this #3. It's cool looking at the black. And I've not read these yet. My stack of 2 reads is about 2 boxes now, I think. With soccer and everything going on, I just have, between putting up some videos and watching all your guys' videos, that's about the only thing I do in my spare time. And I watch a lot of videos because I always have them playing while I'm at work. So pretty much all day, I pretty much have your guys' videos going. So that's why I try to respond and comment on everybody's stuff when I can. This is a killer cool cover too. That's pretty awesome. #5. #6. I really love this one because I'm a fan of Hellboy, so this is a pretty neat one. It's #8 and #9, and I got these for $65 for the whole set. And I've seen some people asking over $100 just for the #1, so I was a little leery because the guy didn't say anything about the condition of the books. You just had to try to look at what pictures they were, and they were all kind of combined. But these books are all in really good condition. I mean, I don't really see any problems. If you would have shown some other pictures and stuff, I think you would have got more money for them. I don't remember if I showed these 2 books or not, so I'll show them again. I might have showed them already. These are same. Both are Lock and Key Dynamic Forces variants. They got the little seal there on the back, and they're limited to like 2,000 copies. But I'm a big Lock and Key fan. I think it's a pretty good series. I have most of the stuff in hardback, though. I don't have all the individual books. And I have a few more Lady Death variants. I've been getting those a lot lately. This is signed. It's limited to 69. And there's little tiny, these covers that they make are just unbelievable for these Lady Death books. But you can see, kind of hard to see in here, but there's these little crystals that are in the book, which I think is pretty sharp. But I love these Halloween ones. This is the Cauldron, the Fire. I think that's pretty awesome. And it's signed, and you can find some pretty good deals on these books on eBay if you look for, I mean, there's so many different variants. Like I said, this is out of 69. This one's here out of 113. But I've been trying to get them like kind of some of the Halloween related type books for them. And then I really like this one because that's Pony Death. And this one also has crystals in it. You can see there's little crystals and all there. And it's signed as well. But my kids always joke about the My Little Ponies, and then I remember watching the comic book show episode where they talked about the bronies. So they think it's hilarious, anything bronies and stuff. So they really like this one. I was showing it to them the other day. And this one, there's only 66, and it's signed. And, you know, it's a perfect example again of some of these variant covers not going for as much. There's only 66 of this book. It's signed, and I got it for $15 with shipping. I mean, the guy pretty much gave it away to me. And then this one is limited to 25. And I just thought the gun on this was really cool with the little monster face coming from the bullet. But there's only 25 of these, and there's still some of these on eBay. They really variety and range on the prices. And with the Lady Death books, I mean, I like a lot of the different covers, but I do a whole lot of low ball offering on these books. I pretty much go through the list, and like if I can get one, you know, I mean, if I like the cover, I'll pick which ones I can when I can. And right now they seem to be pretty cheap on a lot of them. But there's huge variety. I mean, some of these books they want $150 for. I try to get them for $20 to $30. And then this is my first book that I've ever picked up with the sketch cover, where they actually physically, you know, drew the sketch versus like a particular sketch cover. I don't have a lot of Batman. I do like Catwoman, and I like Batman too, but I don't have a lot of Batman books. I'd like to eventually someday get some Batman keys, but I currently don't have. I don't think, other than the first appearance of Harley Quinn, I think that's the only Batman key book that I have. I mean, I don't even have the first appearance like Bane, you know, some of the characters that came out later on, so definitely a hole in my collection. The DC side of the house, I mean, I was a hardcore Marvel collector for a long time, and, you know, like a lot of the DC books that I got rid of for other Marvel books, but I just love this, where she's sitting on the rooftop there, the bag of money, and having Batman's belt there. I think it's pretty sharp. And I had made offers on this for a while, and the guy never took them. And finally, a little later, I went back, and he was willing to take the dollar amount that I offered. But that's all the books I currently have. I went to my wife and I are attending this church program. They call it Brave, and you have to go out in a small group with some other people. And we had our first meeting this past Friday, and I'm actually going to see Deadpool with the guy tonight. And you know, he's made a comment about how he was looking for someone to go see Deadpool, which, you know, immediately perked my interest, because a lot of people interested in Deadpool might also be interested in comics, and I, you know, don't know anybody locally that collects comics that are friends of mine. And we started talking, and I said, "Well, do you collect comics?" And he says, "Well, I used to be a really big time collector." And he was really big into Spider-Man and X-Men. But, I mean, I won't get the details, because maybe hopefully someday he'll be on here. But let's just say a significant other of his burned all of his comic books. And since he lost all of his comics to her destroying them, he's pretty much been out of the comic book collecting ever since. So, I'm going to see this movie with him tonight, and I went back through my stuff, and I grabbed a bunch of Spider-Man books that I had, and I have a couple duplicates of some of my X-Men stuff still. I have a couple hardback traded paperbacks that I have the books of already, so I think I'm going to give him those, and hopefully maybe that will inspire him to get back into collecting comics. You know, always trying to grow our group of people. You know, like I stopped collecting for a while, and my cousin got me back into it. The only thing that I will now need to pick up is one of the books that I'm giving him is with the Deadpool crossover with the Thunderbolts. So I need to now get Thunderbolts 130 and 131 because I had that only in the traded paperback. But I figure this shouldn't be too hard to pick up. Just add it to my large list of books that I keep wanting to get. But like I said, I'll have another haul coming up, I don't know, probably end of the month. There's only a couple more books that I still have coming. Though I keep getting it. I try to stop spending money, but it seems like I always see something on eBay. I just gotta stop looking at eBay until next month. But alright guys, I will talk to you later.